I want to give you 10 reasons why I love myself, but sometimes it's harder to come up with 10 things that you love about yourself, whether it's based off your looks or your personality. But I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I'm not done yet and why I haven't given up, where so many times I wanted to, but I haven't. One, I come from a low income family, but I was raised rich in resilience. I didn't grow up with much, but we had our electricity shut off multiple times or our car repo. We didn't have a lot of Christmases. But we didn't let that stop us. I was determined to grow up to be more than the number in my bank account, more than how many gifts are under the tree. My mom raised us that love is enough and that you don't need a lot of things to be happy. And that's something that speaks wonders to me because my mom has continued to work every single day to show me that hard work and determination and resilience pays off in the long run. Number two, I face trauma and gun violence, yet I still choose peace. I've seen chaos. I've lost my uncle to gun violence. I lost friends to gun violence. I lost my grandparents who I took care of, like physically, like babysat them and changed their diapers or bathed them and took them to doctor's appointments. And I lost them. And one year I lost my grandma, or I lost my grandfather and my uncle within a couple months apart. These are things I blame myself for, but I can't. I say I've seen chaos. And I don't mean just in a physical sense. I mean, I've seen chaos. I felt chaos inside me, losing these loved ones so traumatically, which is why I work to create a calm, safe space for my students and for myself, because I want to be a person that they can come and talk to when they're having these big heart feelings like I've had when it comes to these horrific things that these kids face every single day, whether it's you losing a loved one or witnessing gun violence. I want to be that person for them, that safe space for them. I'm battling an eating disorder. Reason three, I'm recovering in recovery. I don't think you ever fully recover from something like that. I'm trying to learn to love the body that I've fought for years. I want to be a voice of reason to other people who are going through the same thing. I'm not ashamed of my eating disorder, and I've become very public and outspoken about it because there are people out there who are just like me, who suffer in silence, and no one would really know about it. No one would understand unless you've gone through it. My survival isn't silent, and it speaks for those still searching for strength inside them. And I want to be an advocate for them or an ear to listen for them or just a safe person to talk to about it. Number four, I am a first college grad. I'm a first generational college student, and I'm rewriting my family's story. I was the first in my family to go to college, again from that low income family, and now I'm going to graduate school. That's not something in the blueprint. Like there's no blueprint for that. There's no guide. There's no outline. There's no rule book. But I'm going based off grit and faith and a vision that I have to do better and be better for myself and my family. I'm rewriting my family story. Number five, I care for my family while building a future of my own. My dad is sick a lot, in and out of the hospital every other month from fighting a kidney disorder, a kidney disease, and complications due to COVID years ago with AFib and now skin cancer. Um, my mom has had partial foot amputations at the same time, so a person who has taken care of my family, I am now taking care of her and my dad on top of it. And I would do it every single day. It's not easy, but it is, oh my gosh, it is a honor and a privilege to take care of your parents who've taken care of you, but it's not easy, right? And so one year for Easter, I spent an hour and a half at the hospital with my dad. for surgery and then an hour and a half at the nursing home for my mom while she was in recovery for her partial foot amputation. But I'll tell you this, my mom gives me extra strength because this woman went back to work 6 weeks later. She's like Wonder Woman. And that's where I think I get everything from. I'm a caretaker by by necessity, but a trailblazer by choice. Number four, or number six, I break generational curses with the same hands that once wiped away my tears. I refuse to pass down pain. I want to pass down perseverance. I've seen everything my mom has had to go through in life, and sometimes I feel like I'm walking in those same footsteps, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm learning things from her, and I'm gonna make it different. I'm gonna do her hard work and take what she's done, and I'm gonna continue with my own story and show that when I have children, this hardship doesn't have to be there for them. Number seven, I turn my struggles into service. I choose mental and behavioral health because empathy is my first language. It's all I know. Feel deeply, I care naturally, and I give quietly. Not for the recognition, but because I know what it's like to need someone and not to have anybody. I know it's like when you're crying and you just don't know why, and no one's there around or no one cares. I know it's like when you're having such a bad day and just one compliment, one coffee bought for you, one note of appreciation just changes your entire mood and headspace. And I want to do that and be that. And I do that. And I want to continue with that. Number eight, I didn't just survive my past. I'm studying to change someone else's future. My degree isn't just mine, right? It's for every child who has come from that low income family, who's had their electricity shut off and struggled for dinner, whose parents are constantly sick, for them, for those kids who don't have at Christmases, for those kids who think I'm never going to amount to nothing. I'm not going to be able to go to school or go back to school. Those caretakers, I want to someone to look up to me and say, I've been in those shoes and look how far I've come. Like that's my goal in life, is to be that role model for those who've gone through everything I've gone through, or at least something I've gone through, that they can connect to me on that level. Number nine, I dream of a life where I can give freely without fear. I'm a giver. I will give you my last dollar. And that's something my mom has always done, right? I want to pay my bills without panic, without fear of them being shut off. I want to give without hesitation. I want to be able to just buy someone a coffee without fear of like, do I have enough money in my bank account? I want to take my family on vacations where worry never follows us. We've never taken a family vacation. Me, my mom, my dad, my younger brother, we've never gone anywhere, the four of us, as a family on vacation. My dad's never been out of Pittsburgh. Um, and my dream is to take them on a family vacation. My mom deserves the world. And one day I'm gonna give it to her with everything she's ever asked for because she deserves it. And 10, I'm not done yet. Because my story doesn't end with me. It begins with everyone I plan to lift. Every person that I tell my story, everyone who I help along the way, or every smile I give. My story is not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not done because I'm building a life where generosity replaces survival, healing replaces silent, and love becomes our legacy. If there's one thing my family has passed down, it's love, hard work, and determination. And those are 10 things that 10 reasons why I'm not done yet. And I guess you can say at the end, it's 10 things I love about me. I'm Stephanie.